Lowry Virtual Orchestra demo, take 5095. Well, tomorrow, thank you for coming in and welcome to our store. We're gonna have a fabulous time here because this is the Lowry Virtual Orchestra EZ2. And what that means is we can play this as a full band, a pianist, or guitarist, and that is the concept of the virtual orchestra. And what we're going to do is just start off in our home position here. You'll notice that it comes on automatically to our full band performer, and I'm going to select the style of music called Standards. Now, what you're going to hear is the styling and the music of the Count Basie Orchestra. Have you heard of the Count Basie Orchestra? One of the best big band orchestras of all time. And when you hear this, you're not only going to hear the Count Basie Orchestra, but you're going to hear this trombone. It's going to be like having Tommy Dorsey here performing along with us. Listen. Count Basie's signature ending there. Isn't that fabulous? Isn't that exciting? And you could probably see why thousands of people are getting involved in making their own music for recreational music making. And the reason for that is, and you're going to hear this throughout my presentation, it's easy, it sounds great, and you're going to hear the words easy quite a bit. But what we're going to do now is put on our, do you like country music?
I do.
We'll put on our country button here, and we're going to select our pianist performer here. Now what you'll notice, and I did this in the first number, is there's a button right here called Intro Ending. When I select that, what the Intro Ending button does, it allows me to start each tune with a beautifully arranged introduction that sets the mood. Kind of like a real band would. If you notice, when you listen to an actual arrangement of a song, they don't all just start off with the melody. They sometimes do an introduction to set the mood, and then the song begins. So we'll have our pianist mode, in our country category, and an introduction to set the mood. Listen. Well, actually, we'll get it started here. Hit that note right there for me. A little yee-haw. That gives me a beautiful introduction to set the mood will also give me a professional ending. Listen. Isn't that fabulous? Makes you want to go, yee-haw! Boy, I hope you're having a good time. Now, I mentioned that the virtual orchestra could be played as a full band, pianist or guitarist, without all of the rigors and the formal training and having to learn, to spend years of learning to perfect the craft of music making. But now we can do it with ease. Now I'm going to select our guitarist performer, and I'm going to select a style of music called smooth. Now when you hear this, and I'm going to use the intro and ending as well, when you hear this, you're going to hear this absolute gorgeous acoustic guitar being performed in the introduction and throughout the song. In fact, it is so real. It is the real instrument. But I'm going to pay very close attention, and I'm going to guide you. I'm going to kind of point out, you're going to hear the guitar player, right before the introduction is over, he's going to slide on the string like a real guitar player would, and you could hear how authentic this sounds. Listen. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you. If you noticed, when you select any one of the styles of music, all of the buttons, all the lights are changing. That's because of a feature called Style Setup. All right? What style setup does, and it comes on automatically when you turn on the instrument, it sets up the entire instrument by the press of one button to play all your favorite musical styles. That makes it easy, doesn't it? It takes all of the guesswork out of knowing what buttons to push. Listen. Did you hear the guitar player slide there? So fabulous. Push the ending button for me, press that right there. You'll hear him playing the ending, and he'll do that same slide at the very end. Isn't that fabulous? And if you noticed, everything I've been doing so far has just been with one or two fingers at a time. That's because of one of the most amazing features I ever thought Lowry invented, simply called the easy button. In fact, anytime I select one of my performers with a style, for example, I put on pianist, I'm going to use my 3/4 style of music here, it automatically activates the easy button. Here's what the easy button does. It allows me to control all of those orchestras, all those full bands, all those pianists and guitarist style performers by just pressing one note at a time without having to play 3 or 4 like a professional. It allows me to control all those orchestras. Doesn't that make it easy, doesn't it? Well, with the easy button, what we're going to do is, like I said, I have my pianist, performer, with our 3/4, and what you're going to hear is the styling of Floyd Cramer. Have you ever heard of Floyd Cramer? Floyd Cramer was one of the best country pianists out there. I'm going to, of course, use my introduction to set the mood, and listen. Tears in my ears, mind in my back, gonna good really be here. Just really puts you in the spirit, doesn't it? Isn't that fabulous? Wow, I get so excited by this. Now we're going to have a little fun with this because this is where we get to do a duet. All right? Now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do the easy part, and you're going to do the easier part. All right? And what we're going to do is feature a song here called Mary Ann. Have you ever heard of Mary Ann? Mary Ann is a great song because it's very simple, easy to use. Many of our students know it, and it's in the beginning of our course books, or actually one of our first few songs in our book 1 is what we call it, our Lowry Magic course. And what I'm going to do is have our full band and use a Latin style of music. And if you look at the music here, make sure I get my introduction ready to set the mood, it's pretty simple. You'll see here that this is our melody, these notes here. These are the notes that would typically be sung, or in this case, I'm going to play. And it's quite simple, really. You see how you have your E and the G and the C? See how it goes up to the G and down to the C and up? Well, basically, we do the same thing here. We start on E, go up to G, down to C, etc., etc. And in this case, it actually tells me which fingers to use to help me out. Then you'll notice these colors here. That's the easier part. And there's a C there, and it's color in red. So what's going to happen is I play these notes, and I get to this note right here. You're going to press the G. The color helps me find it very easily. Okay, simple enough. And I'll kind of point and guide you as we go here. to start it off, I'm going to have you press the C note right there, and we'll get the introduction started. So go ahead and press that note right there. Boy, you're off to a great start already. I'm going to play the melody. And then right here, you're going to press the G. Perfect. Now you're going to get ready and press the C. Wow, it's like you've been doing this all your life. One more time on the G. One more time on the C. Perfect. Now go ahead and push the ending button for me right there. This is where you do the ending. Isn't that fabulous?
It is.
Absolutely. And you know, Lowry has not only made an instrument sound so easy to use, but it sounds so great, but it's also very easy to use at the same time. In fact, what Lowry has done to make it even easier to learn our songs is there's a feature in here simply called Songs. Okay? And there are 20 songs recorded. One is a demonstration song. The other 19 are 19 songs in our first two books that we teach in our classes. Now you remember the song Love Me Tender that I did? Alright, what I'm going to do is select the song button, and I'm going to scroll up to Love Me Tender, which happens to be one of our songs in our course book here. And what I'm going to do is press start, and it will start to play the song Love Me Tender. At some point in the song, if I want to join in and, quote, practice, or as I like to say, rehearse the song, I can join in. The advantage of that for our students, we've discovered that when there is a recording of a song done to tie in with our course books, it makes it very easy for the student to learn to play the song and the melody. So listen, actually it's already set up to go. All I need you to do is just press that start button there. So there's the same introduction we heard earlier with our guitarist. And I'll let it play first so you hear the melody. It's also great because it gives us a good idea to hear the song, hear how it goes, the tempo, the speed. Gives us an opportunity to get a feel for how the song can be played for the purpose of our course. Now I'll join in. If you notice, you can play it at any part of the instrument. It's a preference. Makes learning very easy. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Oh, there's the ending with the guitar player. Isn't that fabulous? They make it so easy to use and play, and it's so much fun. But you know, I was mentioning our course program, and I have to tell you a little bit about our, I'm very excited about Fletcher Music Center's Music Club membership. And it's probably part of the reason why we've been around for going on 108 years in business. Isn't that fabulous? Serving thousands of students just like yourself. But you'll notice that throughout our store here, and you see it here, there's this little brochure here that says Lifetime Free Lessons. Included in any purchase at Fletcher Music Centers is our exclusive Lifetime Free Lessons program and membership. And what that means is it's basically broken up into three categories overall. It means that you do get lessons for life absolutely free, and it's not designed to turn you into a professional musician, but it will teach you how to have fun with a great hobby. And you'll see here it says, what is recreational music making? It's designed to teach you how to have fun with recreational music making. And basically, we have a set of course books. There are 12 different books that the Lowry Company offers us to teach, and you can take those courses as many times as you like for as long as you like. Then some of our students get to a point where they've taken all those course books sometimes more than once or twice or even 3 times, And then the hobby continues with a course called Playing the Hits. And all that means is that's the course that's designed after the Lowry Magic course, which ties in with Lowry Magic Continues with Playing the Hits. And basically, it's designed to kind of have some fun with just playing songs and associating with arranging the instrument to play your favorite songs and so forth. The other part of our music club membership and our lifetime lessons is our lifetime rewards, which basically means we have workshops and clinics throughout your journey here to have fun. Sometimes it could be a learn how to memorize a song workshop, or maybe there's a clinic on how to use all of the buttons on the instrument. Sometimes we have events like a big band theme or a country hoedown, or all those wonderful things that tie into the music club membership. And our Satisfaction Guarantee program, which I'm very proud to say, basically means that if for whatever reason within your first 90 days you're not completely satisfied with the Lowry Virtual Orchestra EZ2, we'll credit your full purchase price towards any other instrument of greater value. What do you think of that? You know, I've been with Fletcher Music Centers for 20 years now, and I still can sincerely say that I think it's very fair to say that Fletcher Music Centers is committed to excellence in customer service while providing a lifetime of musical enjoyment. Don't you agree? Well, I'll tell you, we're going to have a little fun here. What I'm going to do is turn on my Lowry Virtual Orchestra and put it in our home position. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what this instrument really can do. And you'll notice I'm going to use all of those features I just showed you, plus a new one that I haven't mentioned yet. So what I'm going to do is have you push our guitarist performer there. So go ahead and select that. And we're going to have you select our rock category. Now, this is not the rock of today. This is the rock of the era of what I call the Jerry Lee Lewis or the Chuck Berry era, the 50s swing rock. And as I play, I'm going to bring in our drummer to join in and have some fun with us. I'm going to make sure I have that intro ending to set the mood. And you'll notice that the style setup automatically set up everything for me. It chose the guitar, chose the right speed for the song. In fact, it even chose a feature over here called Duet. And what's so fabulous about that is that by pressing one note at a time, what the Duet button does, it allows me to play two notes for every one note that I play. And it's basically saying I don't have to work years to be able to be a professional at this. I can do it instantly. Are we ready? All right, so let me have you get it started by pressing that C note right there. There's Chuck Berry. All right, now let's bring in our drummer. Let's have a little fun with this. Wasn't that fun and exciting? Wow, could you picture yourself enjoying a great hobby like this?
I could.
You know, I could see that gleam in the eye. And in fact, by now you're probably wondering, I wonder how much one of these costs. You've been wondering that, haven't you? Well, let's go and give you some information on that. And that is a wrap